Hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, January 14th. Yesterday we spun the wheel and it said to start with miles. All right, just an I. I'm going to move that to the middle. So common letters, T, R, and N. So my initial thought was TRIN, but I don't think I can think of a word that does that. I need to can't think of a word. I mean, obviously think is available. H is not horrible, but if I can use both the T and the R, that would be ideal. We could also do IRT. I thought of skirt, but there's no S. Or I could do RI and then like NT. Print. I think print might be the best follow up. R, N, and T, high tier letters. P, kind of. If we call R, N, and T S tier, then P is top. Is this first is A tier? Sorry. Anyway, just do print. Okay, none of that. So we've eliminated a ton of words just by making those common letters gray. So let's move the I here. Now I fourth, you could end in like D or C. My initial thought is like something like VID. David. We started with Miles. Might as well do David. I don't know if David's accepted, but it's certainly not going to be an answer. What? Maybe I can do another. Can I do a combination of vowels? I don't think I can do like OI. And I could start with I or end with I, but I'd like to try I here if I can. So like an O and then an I, or an A and then an I. Oh, maybe an AI like this. Maybe that helps. What would go before that? CH? Chain is gone. Is there another word? I don't think shade is a word. See, we just don't have the common letters anymore. Okay, if not CH, I don't think WH works. Waif? Is that how you spell waif? I think it doesn't have an H, but if it accepts it, I'm going to try it. Nah, yeah, I think waif is just like that. What else can we put before an AI? Maybe nothing. Maybe I can do another vowel at the start. Like a veil, but there's no L. A wait, but there's no T. Okay, maybe it's not AI. Maybe we can split them up. I keep thinking of the word avid and just there's nothing to put at the start. Habit. Hazel. Nothing's working. OI. Comic, conic, both gone. Nope. UI. I might start thinking about starting with I. How would we start with I? I don't see a word end in I. Cacti is gone. If I can think of anything to guess, I'm gonna go for it because this is ridiculous. I can't even be igloo. If it's not in. Icky. Id. Can't be idiom. For two reasons. I can't repeat it there. And there's no M because it's gray. I don't know. I can't even do civic because we have to put the I second. Like I'd totally be willing to guess civic at this point, but what's going on here? Gav. Can I do an OI? Avoid? Okay, avoid. Okay, avoid works. Let's try it. Okay. What else was there? We're about to find out, but like, what else was there? That's crazy. That's why I don't like only having vowels. I like to know what the consonants are, which is why I target the common ones. But unfortunately, there weren't any common ones in avoid. Adieu people are happy. Audio people are happy. Audio people are very happy. All right. Whenever there's a D in the word and a bunch of vowels, of course, those starts are happy. All right. Before we do anything else, we're going to spin our wheel and let's just see what we're starting with tomorrow. All right. It is Harry, suggested by Good and Delicious. So if you'd like to follow along, then tomorrow we are going to start with Harry. All right. Let us do our analysis and see what was going on there. So the answer was avoid, which we managed to avoid for a long time. Miles was our start. All right. It suggested train as the best follow-up. Ah, yeah. I always try to go for like the four consonants, but yeah, I mean, I think train is a very good one. Print is on here. Print is ninth. I don't know how many tied there, but anyway. After print, there were 6 words I could have thought of. Interesting. I didn't even think of audio. Has audio been the answer before? I don't actually know. Affix, audio, avoid, cubic. Cubic. Khaki. I think khaki's been the answer. I seem to recall that, but I don't know. And then ovoid. Ovoid meaning like an oval. Pretty sure. So I didn't think of any of these. Affix would be very hard to think of. All right. So I managed to get avoid, which it said was one of 2 good guesses to do, audio or avoid. So it would have gone train. It could get avoid in 3. Otherwise, it's going to go something like audio and then avoid. How did I not think of audio? I don't know. It's a hard word to think of. You don't really think of it being the answer. Think of it as being a common start. All right, tails. Got acorn and then avoid. All right. Ooh, the number of people getting this in 2 is going to be really high because audio is a common start. I just realized that. For steel, we've got macro, axion, and then avoid. All right, axion's a fun word. For adieu, there were 3 possible words: acrid, aphid, and avoid. So could get it in 2, might get it in as much as 4 if you're unlucky. Audio, I think, is going to be, yeah, audio only gets it in 2. You could also go aroid and axoid, but see if anyone did that. Stare, common starting word. Go canal, then audio, then avoid. All right. And then trace tries to get it in 2. I don't think it does today. Salad, then avoid. So 3. All right. And then place is the official bot start. We're going to go gator, and then vodka, and then avoid. Interesting. All right. So let's check with the bot. Oh, let me grab the screenshot first. All right. And did I beat the bot? 93 skill, 54 luck, 3 steps. I'm surprised luck isn't higher. How many start with miles? 152 in hard mode. Train being the most common follow-up, followed by print. So many of you had the same idea as me. Trick, drink, thing, paint, chair, grind, point, think. All right. And then I got avoid. Some people thought of cubic, audio, quail, oasis, khaki. All right. It goes place, saint, audio, avoid. All right. So 0.3% starting with avoid. So there might be a 0.1% legit getting in 1. Now, how many start with audio? So we've got a 3.6% starting with audio. And then 9.4% getting it in 2. Interesting. So that's got to be also a bunch of adieu people getting it. I don't really know how to path that, but that's pretty high for getting it in 2, I think. Then 3 is 36%, 4 is 77, 5 is 95. And then, okay, 99.4%. People losing on audio, Axoid, aphid, allowed. Man, Axoid. Really trying to avoid the avoid here. I do think some of these are people losing on purpose. All right. And then let's analyze it in regular mode. All right. Very similar score there. We have 349. So this means that avoid is a start. Yeah. Sorry, not avoid. This means miles is a starting word beyond people following along with me. Again, train, point, print, trick, paint, prick, thing, party, drink, bring. All right. Train being the best and most popular follow-up from Miles with the I. And then avoid. So other people went chain, chair, idiot, itchy, audio, choir. All right, it goes slate, corny, adobo, avoid. Yeah, 0.6%. Yeah, so I do think there's a baseline 0.1% of people who start with avoid. How many start with audio? So 5.7%. We got a 9.2% getting into getting it at 2 again. Yeah. 5, 69, 90. Interesting. We have a 97.5% solve rate. This is turn 6 this time. Yesterday I accidentally stopped at turn 5, which is why it was so low. Axoid audio, or what people are losing on. What the heck is an axoid? The only thing I can think of is they have the A, O, I, D, and they can't think of avoid, and they go through the keyboard, and X comes up before V. Go through the QWERTY keyboard in order. All right. Well, that's it for Wordle. How'd you do? And that's it for this video. If you would like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.